how is it that the Jewish population seemed to stagnate while the other just continued to grow?
Oh, I see what your question is. You mean, why did the Jews not go out on a campaign of converting pagans to Judaism? Is that your question?
Basically.
I see. Well, they didn't. The Jews did not go out to convert the world to Judaism, and there's an interesting reason for that. If the Talmud says all righteous people have a share in the world to come, meaning, let's simplify it. If you're a good person and a moral person, you're going to heaven. You don't have to be a Jew. You know, that's a very liberal view. And if you feel that way, then you're not going to go out and say you must believe in Judaism, otherwise you don't go to heaven. Whereas in Christianity, if you don't believe in Christ, you don't have salvation.
Survived, and yet couldn't the leaders see that they were losing dominance?
Okay, first of all, I'll answer your question by saying, you're asking me to understand why the Jews didn't foresee the future, and there's no way I can answer that question. Although, you know, sometimes we just have to.
Christians seem to see the future.
No, they didn't. I don't think they saw it that way. I think the Christians simply believed that that Jesus said, go out and preach. The Christians believed that every Christian believes it's his duty to bring the message of the gospel to everybody on earth. That is a Christian obligation. I mean, why do they have so many missionaries? Not just because they think that Christianity is, of course, they believe that Christianity is the true faith and better than all other faiths, but there is a command, a command. Jesus said, go out and preach. And every Christian believes it's his duty to convert everyone else. Not only that, it is even best to convert the Jewish people, because this is very important. As Paul said, in the fullness of time, the Jewish people will realize and accept. Yes, sir.
There are 2 points of view here. The Jewish people never saw themselves as perpetuating another view, their religion. It was for the Jews.
Yes.
And Jesus always taught, what have I to do with you? This is only for the children of Israel.
Yeah.
So the idea of the chosen people, the covenant was with the chosen people.
That's right.
Converts were brought in, but not as a main point. Even the early apostolic band, without taking any the 12 apostles,
yes,
saw Christianity or the message of Jesus as just for the Jews. It was Paul.
That's right.
Who came to Peter and said, wait a minute, keeping kosher and doing all the other things is not the gospel. So it took an outsider, Paul, who never knew Jesus on a personal,
that's right,
fleshly level, who took and he expanded the message to include that all the chosen people were all human beings, and that the New Jerusalem, which now no longer existed, was the church.
That's right.
The New Israel.
It's true. Exactly. Yeah, Jews didn't feel the need to convert. And Christians are compelled to convert, or feel the need to convert. Different attitude, different approach.
What was the legend about Constantine and the sun
Across
in
the
heaven?
sky.
Oh, that's just an interesting story, and at the Battle of the Milvian Bridge, when he was fighting the Civil War, he saw a vision of a cross with the words "In hic signo vincit." With this sign, you will be victorious, and that's it. So he won the war, and he felt that it was a vision that he saw. But that's it.
At the Council of Nicaea,
Yeah.
At that point, 325,
Yeah.
since he was willing to say that Christianity, this was the majority, then it was the majority of
Yes, he
people
felt.
under Roman, in the Roman Empire?
Let me put it this way. I think that Constantine knew that so long as you kept the Christians an illegal group, you will never be able to manage this empire. So the first thought he had was, let's include them and make them legal, and then, of course, we can begin to say you should obey the law and so on. But they were a large group. Whether they were majority, nobody knows. But the Christians in the time of Constantine had become a very large group in the Roman Empire, and probably larger than any other religious community.
So it's still then a big jump then until Theodosius in 400 when they would declare the...
Well, I think it was a development. I mean, from the time of Constantine, when he said that Christianity would be a preferred religion, but the bishops were demanding more than that, until by the time of Theodosius, there had been a further growth of the Christian community, and then they were able to demand that he make Christianity the official religion of the empire. And then he began to eliminate pagan institutions. And then when you read the Theodosian Constitution, you get the full force of what it meant when Christianity became the official religion of the empire. 45 Christian churches that were not Catholic were declared not only to be heretical and punished by God, but they were criminal. 45 Christian churches listed in the Constitution of Theodosius are declared to be criminal gangs.
Christian? What do you mean Christian churches?
Christians who are not Catholics. Let me get to that. Okay. Let me go step by step, okay? It becomes clear as we go step by step. Step by step. What Constantine? You can say it out loud.
No, I said, to understand all these things, because this is fascinating, is to see the shifts, because Constantine moved the empire from old Rome, and he moved it to the city of Byzantium, and it became known as the city of Constantinople. So the whole empire moved east.
That's right.
And he became the sole emperor from Constantinople.
That's right.
And out of those issues, and to thumbnail sketch, as the good professor said, there were so many schisms among Christians.
Sure.
Who is Jesus? Is he God? Is he a prophet?
That's why I say,
What is the Trinity?
when he called,
Get together and let's figure this out, because you're splitting my empires.
When he called the Council of Nicaea, he called it specifically because he saw immediately that there were many definitions of Christianity. What does Christianity mean?